Hey folks, hope you're all doing well today. You know, this has been kind of a rough weekend on YouTube for me, so I thought I might lighten it up with this video a little bit. I am asking you guys if you have websites that you want to share with us outside of YouTube. I would love to see them, mostly because there's so many of you who are so talented in your video productions. I'm interested to see if that spills over into your websites, and I'd love to see them, if whether they be work sites or hobby sites. I think it would be interesting to sort of break out of the YouTube bubble a little bit. Now, I'm going to tell you about my websites, but this video, I want you to know it's not to plug my websites. I'm really interested to see your websites. So I'll tell you a little bit about mine. The first one is my photography website, which I actually just redid in a day or two during my summer vacation in Spain. I was sitting out looking at beautiful mountains and had my laptop, and it's like, yeah, I gotta redo that site. That was my first website I had ever done. I did it, you know, maybe 17 years ago, and it was very old, very outdated, and so I remade it. I made it into a very simple, the original one had like 300 photographs in it. This one, it has like 7 or 8 work-related images and 7 or 8 art-related images. I will be putting the link for it over where it belongs. I think that's where it belongs. And that one's called chuckbakerphotography.com. A nice, clean, simple website. The second one I'm going to tell you about, and I'm going to give you a little history with each of these. This one is about my yearly trip with my friends to what we fondly call Fish Weekend. There's 9 of us that go. I think this year is going to be the 28th or 29th year in a row that we've gone. When we started this many years ago, we originally would go camping in different parts of New York and Connecticut and Massachusetts, New Hampshire and Maine. That then evolved as we started to get older into renting Winnebagos and going away, so we had a little bit more comfort. And now, for about the last 15 years, we go to my good friend's cabin, who's always been a part of Fish Weekend, up in New Hampshire, on a beautiful lake. He's got a boat. And it's absolutely beautiful. And as a matter of fact, as we get older, this year we're going to be renting a house next to his cabin so that we all get a bed. I'm tired of sleeping on the couch. Some of us are tired of sleeping on the floor. So now we're renting another 3-bedroom house with, you know, it's just a great time. We go up, we discuss things, we drink too much. We eat incredibly well thought out, beautiful meals out on the boat, do some fishing. If it's warm enough, we do some swimming. It's usually at the end of May and June. And we have a website that is one of those websites that you can go on, you sign up, you get a free website, and you build the website on the web. And that's so that those guys who do not know anything about web building can go up, and with a click of a couple of buttons they can put their pictures up, they can change things and stuff like that. And because we come up with a different logo for it every year and a different theme, I then make a little cafe press store, and sure enough, everybody shows up with their logoed t-shirts and coffee mugs, and the whole thing's a hoot. And it now goes for about 5 or 6 days, and the guys come from all over the world. 2 of us from the Netherlands, 1 from the UK, New York, different parts of Massachusetts, and it's just a wonderful time. And that's called FishWeekend.com. The next one is my pride and joy Yeah, I made it while I was making my first photography website. You know, I'm a real camera buff, and especially for Brownie cameras. I don't know if any of you, I'm sure some of you know what Brownie cameras are. Some of them were box cameras, some of them are the Brownie Hawkeyes and stuff like that. And I started an information website about 15 years ago that has grown to about 350, 400 pages of information about Brownie cameras, and people can ask me questions, and it's just a wonderful hobby I have. In fact, I sometimes still use old box Brownie cameras for certain subjects in artwork, you know, certain landscapes and stuff, depending on what the final outcome I want. And that is at browniecamera.com. And finally is the site that I work on for business. It's an e-commerce site. Many of you may know I'm a professional photographer by trade, but I am a stay-home dad. That's my real job now. And here in the Netherlands, I can't keep a professional photography business going because the type of photography I do, or the level that I do it, I can't call clients and say my kid's spooing today, so I can't come. So I fly back and forth to the United States 2 or 3 times a year for 2 weeks or so. You know, really cram in a lot of photography for my basically my main client. And then when I come back here, I maintain and build his e-commerce site. He and I, the owner and I, started it about 12 years ago. And we now expanded into Amazon.com and eBay.com, which I also take care of. But his main site is just an endless work. I could work on it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great freelance gig. And as you'll see if you go to it, he deals mainly in string instruments, violins, violas, cellos, basses, but he carries over 15,000 products from, you know, metronomes and music stands and stuff like that. Great company, great family-owned company, and that is johnsonstring.com. Now again, the reason I'm doing this is not to promote my own websites. It is because I'm honestly interested in seeing your websites. So if you want, make a video response or just put your links below, and I'm dying to see some of your websites. So talk to you guys later.